Hello, guys. Welcome to Indiana Sports Connection. Doing two episodes today, but had to make a separate one about the Penn State game coming up tomorrow. And this is a one that is kind of hard to like quantify in your brain because what has happened to Penn State? It's a very annoying. Well, it's got to be very annoying to their fans, but it's um yeah. Who knows like what Penn State team's going to show up? I mean, I don't think they have any fight in them at all. I watched that Ohio State game last week, and we're just going to talk about what chances maybe they have to do something. But I'm going to give you like all my just final takes, like what I really think is going to happen in this game because it's going to boil down to Indiana's defense. We're going to talk about all that and more. But if this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button down below. Thank you very much for doing that. This is Indiana Sports Connection. I am your residential anchor, Aaron, and gonna turn this thing here. And so thank you so much for being here. I've been making videos every single day. So you want to keep up on the content. So hit the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and leave a comment down below. And I have shirts that are and I don't have one right here, but I have shirts that are available for subscribers at 3,500 subscribers is my next giveaway. So do all of that good stuff. And now let's get into the video. And I really think this game, it is going to boil down to, I was looking at the stats of Gronkmeyer and just how his passing yards per attempt are a lot lower, 5.1 average yards per play per completion compared to Drew Aller's 6.9. I mean, Aller could get the ball deep down the field. Indiana's run defense is so damn good. I mean, they will squeeze. That's what I really think is going to happen. Indiana's defense is going to pummel them in the running game. And if Penn State can't run the ball, Allen is their main running back, 119 carries, 688 yards, 5.8 average, and 67 is a long. He's got 10 touchdowns, and then Singleton is their other running back. So just look for that. Penn State is going to have to try to run the ball, try to control the clock, and keep Indiana's offense off the field. But I really do think that Indiana's defense, their run stopping ability and their guys up front combined with the linebackers behind them are the strongest unit on Indiana. So I just don't think it's a good matchup for Penn State. I think they are going to squeeze. I think our linebackers are going to squeeze in. I think they're going to put pressure on this quarterback and make him throw the ball before he's ready. And that's when you see it all come unraveled. This game might be close. It might be like the Maryland game. I feel like it could be like that for like a quarter or two. I mean, you got the crowd there they'll be all jazzed up, but it's a noon kickoff. I just don't see how Penn State is going to be able to pull their head out of their ass for this one game. Just considering that their quarterback is hurt and you look at all of that stuff and then you just look at losing 5 games in a row. It's hard to quantify this in your brain. I really feel bad for Penn State. I mean, they are, one of the blue bloods, and the Big Ten is better when Penn State is a good team. They had all the allegations and all that crap went down. It's just hard to see like a team that was ranked that high to lose their coach. And what about college football this year? I mean, we got Signetti and he's getting it done. And how many teams are just, how many guys? I mean, are there 14 coaching jobs open right now? Everyone's looking for the next Signetti. I swear it's like even the more this season, it's the Signetti effect is in full effect because the NIL has brought in this, people want instant gratification. I mean, if you go out there like James Franklin and you got all NFL talent and you start losing games, it can be rough real quick. And you just see that all these places, Florida, I mean, the expectations are through the roof. And here we are, a little old Indiana, and we really didn't have these super high expectations, but we got our athletic director did a great job to bring Curt Cignetti in because, yeah, I mean, this game against Penn State to go 10-0 2 years in a row. I mean, think about that. It's like it's never happened in Indiana history. That's the only thing sometimes where it's like that gets me nervous about these games. They've never won at Penn State, and they've never been 10-0 except for last year, and they need to be 10-0 after this game. But is this is like the last true test. Wisconsin, the wheels have fallen off. Wisconsin is terrible. They're terrible on offense. They won't be able to score with Indiana, especially at home. And then the Purdue game, I don't see any way that they lose these last two games. So this game on the road at Penn State, um, Indiana's offense. Will Penn State try to? Penn State, well, like Ohio State torched them down the field, and Jeremiah Smith. I don't know why I almost said Love, but uh, yeah, Smith. I mean, he is the best player in the country. He just flew down in their other wide receiver on Ohio State, but their two guys are Indiana's wide receivers. Like, can Umar Cooper and Surratt, can they beat these guys deep and really, make them pay that way? That's not really Indiana's game, is like throwing the ball deep. It's more of the back shoulders. And, Umar Cooper is really great in the open field. But as far as like Mendoza throwing like bombs, Indiana's more of a great at the intermediate passing game and then getting yards after the catch and stuff like that. So that's what I saw at Ohio when Ohio State really beat them. They just burned them down the sideline. That's why I mean, Ohio State could have scored more on them, but I don't see Indiana just burning them down the field like that. So could it be a game where Penn State's got pretty good corner coverage and Indiana is able to run the ball? And Indiana, increasingly since the UCLA game, they're just churning out the yards from, I mean, Hemby, Black, Martin. These guys are churning out the yards every single time. So it's I'm taking the Hoosiers in this one, obviously. I think the Indiana offense is going to come through. I think it's going to be something like 49-14, something in that range. I just don't see Curt Cignetti. This is the type of game where if you had a team that maybe was less disciplined than Curt Cignetti's teams, or a team that was like kind of caught lightning in a bottle and maybe they were 9-0 and they get really full of themselves. I just don't see that happening with this team coached by Curt Cignetti, with the experience they have, at all different positions, and how, just Aiden Fisher on the defense. I think he will be back. I think Surratt will probably be back. We'll see about that. But I'm taking Indiana in this one. It's I think it's just gonna be a blowout. There's really not much more to say. Like Penn State they have a good defensive line. They have a good offensive line. So if they were motivated, they could maybe perform in this game. But what I saw out of them in that Ohio State game, they look so flat. I mean, other than maybe the first couple series, they looked like they were trying, but Penn State in that game just looked very flat on offense and on defense. There just was not a lot of intensity. I think a lot of these dudes on Penn State, they're just cashing in their chips and just calling it a season. It's like not many of their players or their coaches or anything. I just don't think they're waiting to see, what's going to happen there with who they're going to hire, whatever. And then it's probably going to change over entirely there after that. So I just don't see where Penn State would be coming out in this. Now I may be wrong, but I just do not think that they're going to have any intensity. And it's just what we've seen the last 5 weeks. Indiana's got to get it done in this game. It may be a little bit of like the Maryland game, but yeah, Indiana's ready to play this last road game they can't get too ahead of themselves. You got to take care of business tomorrow, but I'm sure they're ready to play this road game because this was one of the tests. I mean, early in the season, you look at all the games and it's like, the first test playing at Oregon and at Iowa, that was going to be a big test. And then I thought this was going to be the at Maryland. I thought one of those two games were going to be one that possibly we would lose. But so far, I mean, what we've seen is this Indiana team's getting like better and better every single week. And it just doesn't seem like anything phases them. So Indiana's definitely going to cover. I think it's 14 and a half points is the spread on this game right now. So, I mean, Indiana's a big favorite in this. When things go wrong in the state of Indiana, it's an avalanche. It never fails. Colts are downtrending and just lost DeForest Buckner. Indiana Pacers have imploded with injuries. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, but so far, I mean, this year for Indiana sports has been huge. Yeah, the Achilles tear and what's happening with the Pacers is kind of baffling. I mean, but they played so deep into the year last year. I mean, you could kind of see that coming, like there'd be a big letdown. And was it the year before? See, they went when you go really deep into the NBA playoffs, like 2 years in a row, because the Pacers did the year before they went to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Celtics. They could just be that can be rough. You're playing 82 games, and then the way they stretch that out and it goes into June. Um, yeah, and the year before, was it the year before that it was like later in the year because of COVID or something like that? But yeah, thank you so much for everybody for being here. This I wish there was more to say about this Penn State game. I think Indiana is going to just take care of business. It's going to be hopefully business as usual of what we've seen over and over again out of this team, and go 10-0, come home to Wisconsin and just get it done. But I may live stream during the entire game. I don't know if anybody out there would be interested in that. Leave your comments down below. I know like people like Bring the Juice and they do live streams for the Colts games. I've never done one for Indiana basketball or Indiana football, but I get pretty riled up during the game. So if anybody, might do the game tomorrow, do it all on live stream. So thank you so much for everybody for being here today. And until next time, stay classy out there, Hoosier fans.